all these teams that are going out there, they're spending money, and they're trying to prove their ball club.
I feel like we're talking about monopoly money, but it's not. It is a real deal.
Boy, they cashed in. This was a great year to be a free agent.
Aaron Judge headlines a wild winter, cashing in the third largest contract in MLB history and the biggest ever for a free agent at $360 million over 9 years. A record-breaking $3.67 billion was spent on free agents, more than double the total spent in 2019, as owners have opened up the checkbooks the last 2 winters.
A new industry standard has been set or created. A lot of these long-term deals when nobody ever thought we'd see another 10-year deal.
The Yankees backed up the Brinks truck for Judge and were the biggest spenders on the market. We're used to seeing the Pinstripes, along with the Dodgers and Red Sox, spend over the luxury tax, but the usual suspects weren't the only team splurging during hot stove season.
The New York Mets have stolen the headlines.
Justin Verlander, $86 million and change. They re-signed Brandon Nimmo, $162 million. Kodai Senga from Japan, $75 million.
After owner Steve Cohen shelled out $423 million in free agency, the Mets now have the highest payroll in Major League Baseball, and they spent even more than that. That is until backing out of their reported deal with Carlos Correa due to medical concerns. But they're in the market for a closer now after a season-ending injury to Edwin Diaz in the World Baseball Classic. And the question remains, do they have enough to contend in a loaded NL East? The Braves are the reigning division winners, and the Phillies are defending National League champs. Oh, and Philly made a huge splash of their own in free agency, adding superstar shortstop Trey Turner.
But the Padres are raising their hand and saying, we are players here.
What the Padres are doing is unprecedented in that market.
The once small market Padres are now bona fide big-time spenders. Owner Peter Seidler continues to spare no expense after San Diego spent $380 million to sign free agents and committed an additional $458 million in contract extensions. The Friars' payroll now ranks third in baseball, but they aren't even the betting favorites to win the NL West this season. That distinction, well, it belongs to the Los Angeles Dodgers, who were actually unusually quiet this winter and whose payroll is $53 million lower than last year. Are they penny pinching now in order to land a certain Japanese superstar who currently resides down the I-5?
Oh my goodness, Shohei Ohtani, what can't he do?
Refer to him as a unicorn.
How do you assess this guy's value when he can be the ace of your team and also be the best hitter in your lineup?
There has never been a free agent like Shohei Ohtani, one of the game's best pitchers and hitters. He will likely command the biggest contract in MLB history when he hits the market next winter.
He could blow past $500 million.
He could.
And get to $600 million.
He could. Very easy.
The Angels haven't sniffed the postseason in any of Ohtani's 5 seasons. Even as a rental, the return will be tough to turn down unless they can guarantee that they can re-sign the WBC MVP.
You know, there's 2 things that Shohei Ohtani has not done in the major leagues. He has not been paid anywhere close to what he's worth.
And he hasn't won.
Not many clubs can afford Ohtani's services long-term while also offering a substantial return, except maybe their LA rivals. The Dodgers have the top-ranked farm system in baseball and have only $82 million committed to payroll next season. They appear to be gearing up for a run at the former American League MVP, as Ohtani's future will linger over the entire 2023 season.